Here's an anime full of vampires and everybody looks gorgeous. I've been meaning to talk about this anime for a long time because this is from spring 2024, but hey, it's still same year. Anyway, let's talk about it. Mito has recently become homeless and unemployed. This drives her into loneliness and despair. She can't catch a break. That is until she stumbles upon a popular cafe with handsome waiters. There she cuts her hand and then a server named Ruka comes over and licks the blood. You think vampires like all kinds of blood? No, they have their own tastes that they prefer. Ruka was immediately disgusted by the taste of her blood. Mito was already in a dark place, so his reaction pushed her over the edge. Literally. Luckily, Ruka swoops in, saves the day, and wants to make a deal with her. Ruka wants Mito to become his thrall, a vampire's human servant and primary source of food. Ruka has a dark past with women, which is why he only drinks the blood of the male gender. Plus, the blood of that person needs to know what it's like to be loved, in order for the blood to taste good to Ruka. That explains why he couldn't stand Mito's blood since her childhood was terrible. Anyway, eventually Mito moves in with Ruka at the boys' dormitory and enrolls in all-boys high school, even though she has to conceal her female gender. And now let me talk about this love triangle. And it kind of gave me Inuyasha vibes. Don't know how, I just immediately thought of it. Ran Nakaido, everybody says to stay away from him. He's a delinquent. Eventually, he tells Mito that he's a damper, half human, half vampire. For some reason, I was reminded, like I said, of the love triangle that includes Inuyasha, Koga, and Kagome. For instance, in episode 5, Mito is upset and runs off somewhere that gets her into trouble. Luckily, Ren comes along and saves the day. Eventually, they end up back at Ren's dorm. Ruka ends up finding them like this. I live for this kind of juiciness and just the spice and drama. It reminded me of the time when Koga was in Kagome's arms when he got hurt and Inuyasha was jealous. But anyway, just a little tidbit of that. What if, spoiler warning, things could have been different if Ren's dad didn't invite Ruka into his home, then Ruka and Mito wouldn't have had the time to reconnect. At this time, Mito's memories were erased and was only filled with memories with Mito and Ren being together. Honestly, I don't think it was needed. Ren had a good chance to win her over without any help from her dad. His dad. I gotta get together. His dad got cocky. Now, let us move on to a dub versus sub. I went back and forth with this. I can watch either way. I like both versions, and it was only one character I didn't like in the dub, but we'll get there. Ruka, who's played by Shunichi Toki, and in the English dub, played by Komino Lewin. Don't really know a lot, but I have seen a few of his characters and things. I just didn't know it was him at the time. Mito was played by Kana Ichinose, and in the English dub, she was played by Naya or Nia Celeste. In the sub, it was pretty obvious that Mito was a girl. You can especially hear it when she speaks. The whole point is she's pretending to be a guy. That's why I love the dub voice much better. Naya could be doing something to her voice to sound more boyish, or that could be her natural voice. Her voice kind of reminded me of Terry Dottie's voice. Both of them have unique voices and just on the lower range of it. Naya was perfect for this role. Anyway, Ren, played by Yuichiro Umahara, and the English dub, played by Nick Huber. I couldn't really choose one. You couldn't pay me to choose one. Okay? Both of them had deep voices that matched the bad boy vibes. That's all I could ask for. And Takara, a classmate of Mito and Ruka, plus he works with them at the cafe. He is played by Yusuke Shira in sub and Matt Shipman in dub. I love him. That's all you need. Juri is a close friend of Mito and he's secretly in love with Takara. He's played by Yuki Sakurahara in sub and Lexi Nieto in dub. I prefer Juri's sub voice. I loved Lexi and Tomo-chan is a girl and she played Tomo. But the dub voice was not hitting it for me for some reason. Lastly, we gotta talk about Komori Ruka's servant. But his main role is the progenitor of the vampires. He's played by Wataru Hatano in sub and Bradley Gareth in the dub. Oh, my neck. Once again, couldn't choose. I think they were both very fitting. Moving on downward to the continuation. I doubt it. I doubt we're going to get a second season, even though I would love it if we did. And for the people that watch the show, how can you not want more when they just introduced this new character at the very end? In the very last episode. If you want to pick up where the anime left off, I suggest you start reading the manga and start with volume 6. And that is what I did. And it gives you a little more of what they didn't include in the last episode, but it could have fit in there if they did include it. So yeah, definitely start with volume 6. You want to pick up right where the anime left off. Because I also got volume 6, 7, 8 just to continue on, and I am loving it. So yes, I highly recommend the manga. If you didn't watch the anime, you should probably give the manga a try. But yes, that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And did you watch this? This was my guilty pleasure. I don't know, would I call this a guilty pleasure? Maybe for some people they would call this a guilty pleasure. Because of maybe the writing. It's vampires. I love vampires. Some people. Anyway, I don't know. Comment down below. Tell me your thoughts. Are you going to check out the manga? And are you going to watch it at all? It's only 12 episodes. You might give it a shot. If you love the beautiful character designs. It's lovely. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos in the future. I'm Michaela. I will see you later. Bye.